this computer. Here we go.
Okay, hi everybody. Hey, thanks for jumping in. And for anybody that is new, welcome, welcome. Everybody is probably already used to Zoom, but maybe not with our group. So welcome everybody. And I'm so excited to go ahead and do the call tonight. My name is Josie. And I wanted to touch on a few things before I go ahead and have Kimberly and Cristy share some stories of theirs. First of all, we have a 3-day trial that's starting next week, and it's going to be next Wednesday, the 27th through Friday, the 29th. And what we want to do is we want to have everybody order those 3-day trial packs by tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest, because we all know like the post office is like slow. So if we can get these ordered, you know, now, that would be great. And so a lot of people have been asking like, okay, like how do I send somebody my 3-day trial link? And what we do is, I actually did a little video in the Awaken Life business page to share that link, and a lot, you know, so hopefully that helps you guys. But what you also may not be familiar with is what these look like. Some of you are, and if you're new, then you're like, what are these 3-day trial packs? They come in a box like this, and they come with these, literally these 3 little boxes. Now, the one thing I'm going to tell you guys is when you have somebody jump in on one of these, tell them not to throw these away. At the very front, there's that $20 coupon. If anybody's been in enough of these 3-day trials, it never fails. Somebody might throw one of those away. And this is a $20 off coupon towards a $99 purchase. And that's good for ambassadors or preferred customers. It has to be a $99 purchase. But what's inside of here, and if anybody hears me say anything wrong, let me know, just jump in. But what's really fun is it has days 1, 2, and 3. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. And what's in each of these, you know, and if I'm showing you something you already know, then, you know, just hang in there with me. But there's the MetaBurn, there's the Lean, there's the Slim Hunger Control, and there's the Active. And I'm going to be updating our post in the business page with the link for that special page that this is going to be lined up with. It's an event page. So just want to let you guys know about that. I wanted to also, for any newbies, if they don't know what these look like, this is what they look like here. And tell them, do not throw away the $20 off coupon that comes with it. Okay. All right. So there's that. And then the one other thing I wanted to touch on was on the 15th, which I think was Friday, we all received an email from corporate, and it's the new wellness reveal that's going to be happening in February. We're actually having another free product that's going to be released, and it's going to be more on a nutritional end. I have no idea what it is. Sally probably does, but I have no idea what it is. But here's the thing that's really neat, is they're going to give you 3 free samples to pop into your Engage app. So as long as you're registered by February 12th, you will get those 3 free samples after you watch the event. You have to actually be present for it. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. So what's really nice is they're going to be revealing a new product. They're going to have some new training. They're going to have some new claims. So I thought this was really neat because they were talking about corporate can now confidently say, you know, some other science-backed facts about things. You know how sometimes we have to be careful about how we say things. We want to be in compliance. Well, this is going to widen it out for us a little bit. So this is going to be a really good training to check out. And of course, there's going to be some new tools in the back office. So definitely, you know, if you haven't checked your email, sometimes I'm not the greatest at that, but definitely keep your eye out for that email. Again, it was sent out on the 15th, and it's the title of the subject line was register for the wellness reveal event. Okay, so make sure you guys do that. I'm really excited to see what that next free product is. They're not revealing it right this second because we want that focus to be on that new facial cleanser that just came out for, that's like what, $19.95. So we'll keep sharing about that and getting people excited about that. So, so moving right along, I just wanted to go ahead and have Cristy share her health testimony tonight. And then after that, Kimberly's going to go ahead and share how this business has blessed her financially. So go right ahead, Cristy.
Hey everyone. I feel bad if you've already kind of heard my story. I think it was last month I was on Real People, Real Stories, but Josie asked me to share again. And I just want to say, like, when I talk to, you know, people outside of this business and just people who I see struggling on Facebook, right? We all see it. We're like seeing this friend like, oh, I was so sick, or I can't get over this, whatever I'm going through, you know, and all of us, like, we kind of light up because, you know, that's what I think to myself, I have walked this road, right? I've been there. I've been so sick. I had gastroparesis, which means a paralyzed stomach, IBS, severe constipation, fibromyalgia, fatigue, depression, and what started it all was a severe lung disease. So I think back in all the ways that I've kind of gone through the medical stages here. What starts with a lung disease, then they keep having to medicate, and then you're ending up with symptoms that they're medicating that are side effects from other medications, right? So prednisone because of lungs, they're like, oh, you're going to get really bad heartburn. So now here's an antacid, and it just kept piling on and piling on. So yeah, they end up treating your IBS with one thing that has all these warnings on it. I'll never forget the time when you have acid reflux and heartburn, one of the pills they want to put you on or the treatments is something called Reglan. And I remember them saying to me, like, well, we really don't have any other options, but we have this drug and it's called Reglan. And now it does have a black box warning. And if you take it even once, you can develop this tic that will never go away. I'm like, oh, that sounds amazing, right? They didn't just have any other options. So yeah, medicine on top of medicine. Couldn't get a way to even nourish my body because the IBS was in contradiction to the gastroparesis. So one doctor would say you need to eat these foods, and then the next doctor would say no, you can't eat those foods because those foods won't digest in your stomach. So it was just this constant battle. And I just remember, and this is why I share, and this is why I encourage all of you to get over your fear of sharing on Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform you choose. I share because I was at the point standing at the window listening to my family and my friends outside having bonfires and having summer parties and swimming in our nice pool, and I just had to sit inside and listen, and I felt like I was living life on the sidelines. I felt like I was letting everybody down. I felt like I think they're better off if I'm not around because I felt like such a burden, right? I was like creating mess. I wasn't able to help out with anything because I was so exhausted and mostly, curled up on the bed or on the couch with a heating pad on my stomach and just all these side effects from every treatment they were trying. So I finally reached out, to Kim. And if you don't know Kim Brest, we're cousins. She's married to my cousin, Rob. And I was like, Kim, I'm so sick of seeing you post this pink drink. Is it really going to help me? Like, seriously, because the doctors were at the point of, the last thing they told me was, have you tried peppermint? I'm like, yes, I've tried peppermint. It was one of the first things I tried because I'm like always all natural. So Kim goes, yes. And she was so excited for me. And now, because I get that passion, I understand why she was so excited. She had seen all of you. She had seen Sally's story and she had seen Josie's story. And I don't know who else has been on here for a long time, but she was able to build the belief in me because she had seen it in so many other people, how it was successful. And you just, I don't know, when you're at that point, when you're so sick, you just think it's one more thing I'm going to waste my money on and it's not going to work either, right? I mean, I had the best doctors and they had no solution. So she said, listen, you get your money back. If it doesn't work, they have a guarantee. And I'm like, fine, I'll go for it. I'll give it a try. Not only did I start seeing changes within the first couple weeks, I remember sitting on my bed. Now, my stomach wouldn't move because it was paralyzed per se. Could hear my stomach like rumbling. He was like, wow. I'm like, do you hear that? Like my stomach is moving. Like it hasn't happened in years. It had been years. And he said, Cristy, if that alone, if you being able to eat a little bit and going to the bathroom every day instead of every 5 to 7 days, it's worth the price. And so we kept at it until the point where I am just like a new person. Like my lungs are scarred, I'm always gonna have trouble breathing. But my digestive system, my gut health and the cloud of depression that has been just lifted off. I mean, I felt like a heaviness. I don't know if you guys have felt that when you have all these things piling on, but it was gone. And so for that reason alone, I put myself out there. I'm uncomfortable. But it's worth it to get that message that says, hey, Cristy, I'm eating again. I asked one girl, tell me what your family says now. And she said, oh my gosh, my parents are so happy. They don't have to cook gluten-free, sugar-free. Like, she's able to eat gluten again. And that is just amazing. And so I just want to encourage you all just to put that fear aside, be consistent, because seeing even one person's world change because they got their gut health and their system back on track is just, it's such an amazing feeling. So go out there and be a blessing.
Oh, thank you, Cristy. Your story will never, ever, ever get old, honestly. And I have to say, I really like what you said is ask the family what they notice. I never even thought to even mention that or even ask that question. So that is something new that I see. I'm always learning something new every day. So, so thank you for sharing. It's always such a beautiful story. And then, okay, hey, Kimberly, we're going to go ahead and pass it over to you because your story about how this has helped you on the business end, the timing was perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Kimberly for anybody that doesn't know me, and I am a Senior Ruby Ambassador. I ranked Senior Ruby in July. I began using Plexus in June of 2017, and I, just started the products to help with my IBS. I had no intention of working the business. I didn't really know anything about the business. In fact, I used the products for about 10 months before that even came into the forefront of my mind. Like, hey, I've had amazing results to my health in so many ways that I never thought possible. And it was the help and encouragement of Josie, who is my sponsor, saying like, man, you have a really amazing story. Why don't you, consider sharing it to help other people? So I was really excited to just share my story and to share what had helped me in ways that I had never thought possible. So it was about 10 months in, and I started to put up some posts about how I was feeling, what I had struggled with, what I had seen in that 10 months time. And people were just so super excited for me. I had a lot of friends who were reaching out and saying they were so happy for me and they wanted to know what I was doing. And I just, I started talking to them about it. And I honestly didn't know, or nor I was thinking anything about, I was, when people try this, like not only am I helping them, but I was also getting paid for it. So it was like, wow, what could be better? I mean, I'm helping other people and I'm helping bless my own family. So it was like just really just so amazing to me. So I just thought, wow, this is such a great experience. It has been such a great experience for me. I love helping my friends feel better. And I love that I can help my own family. This, especially, being Senior Ruby has opened up a lot of different opportunities to me because in March, when COVID shut down the little church preschool that I work at, I haven't been back to work since. My school is still closed. And I'm not even sure when or if we're going to be able to reopen because we've been closed for so long. I, never thought, of course, any of this was going to be happening. And it just came at a time where like I said, the school closed down in March. In June, I ranked Ruby. And then in July, I ranked Senior Ruby. And I have been able to replace my entire, teaching salary. And also, and more. I have surpassed that actually, which is, just still blows my mind. Um, I'm able to pay, I pay our mortgage, I pay our car payments, and have money left over for, uh, unplanned expenses. Like when our hot water heater went, we had to get new snow tires for the car, those kind of things. So I really, I couldn't be more grateful. And I think about working at my preschool job, which I have been there for 7 years. Every year I would get, like a 50 cent an hour raise. And, it wasn't much, obviously, but I work at a small church preschool. It's nonprofit, so there's just not really a whole lot there. I love that with Plexus, there is no cap to the amount of money that you can make. It's all about what you put into it. And I love that, there's no time frame. It's not like you have to meet, you know, this certain goal or budget or whatever, any specific time. You don't have anybody breathing down your neck. Um, you're your own boss. You make your own hours. You fit it into your day in a way that works for you. You don't have to, you can work from home, you can be out and about, and you can work. I worked on vacation, when I needed to, just if somebody reached out to me, or if I was posting and I got some response, I was excited. I mean, I'm always excited to talk to people. It's really not a hardship for me at all. Like, I love it. The more people I can talk to, the better. In fact, I'm probably like the annoying plexus lady, everywhere I go, I'm talking about it. And my family, they giggle and laugh about me, but they do it in love, and anybody who knows me and knows my heart knows that I'm here to help other people who, like me, after decades, was sick and hopeless. I mean, my goodness, when I think about it, going 47 years of being sick and then finding plexus, these last 3.5 years, it has changed my life in so many ways, health wise. And my journey is far from over. As life is, you're always thrown new curveballs and the ebb and flow, but you just just keep moving forward. And anybody can do this business. You don't have to have any special skills or any special training. I mean, heck, when I started, I didn't know anything. I just like to talk to people and I like to help people, and I just shared my story, and I never thought I would be paid for it, truly. Um, so definitely don't be discouraged, and don't think that, oh, you need to have all the scientific knowledge or resources. And, oh, I don't know the products inside and out. There are tools that we all have access to. There are so many pages that you can go to that teach you, how to share the business, how, learn about the products, learn how to post and talk to people, and when to post and what to post. You can just get on Facebook and type in, Joyum Collagen, and all kinds of things will pop up. Pictures you can use, information and graphics, and it's all there. You can post plexus, and you can type in the search bar plexus and IBS, and all of these testimonies will pop up. We can all do this. It is really, really simple. You just have to want to do it. You have to put forth the time, the energy, make the commitment, and no matter what, say, like, hey, I'm going to make this work, no matter what. I am going to do this, no matter what's going on in my life, no, there's always going to be something that's come up. You know, everybody's busy, and everybody's busy with one thing or another. I read something that said, you know, saying, oh, I'm too busy is like the adult version or the kids version of saying the dog ate my homework. I like that one. You know, I mean, that's that's good. So I think about that, because we all have the same amount of hours in our day. And if you want to make this work, you can. This has been an amazing blessing to me, an opportunity I'm so grateful for, and I never take it for granted. I've made some wonderful friends along the way, great relationships, people I've reconnected with that I haven't talked to since childhood. My friend Natalie Briazzi, who's on the call tonight, you know, we reconnected. Family that I've gotten closer to, like Cristy and Lori, you know, and then having, you know, my dear friend Karen from college, you know, we had been out of touch since college, and she's sharing the business. We were sorority sisters. It's really, you know, and all of my friends I've met in my, you know, through my upline, my downline, like this community is amazing, and everybody wants to help you. I mean, everybody is so supportive. You know, if you have a question, you just reach out to anybody and everybody's willing to help you. Like, where do you find that, right? So we're all very, very blessed to be in this company and, you know, in this community and using these products. So I know I've probably rambled on a lot. So I'll send this back to you, Josie. And if anybody ever has any questions for me about my health story or about the business, you know, I'm only a message away.
Thanks, Kimberly. And you know, I have to say, like the one thing especially, that there's a few things that strike me. One was how when the pandemic hit and they weren't opening the schools back up again. And I remember you saying to me, I am so thankful that I already have that I have Plex to share, and you just continue to grow and you dove right into it, and you know you turned a negative into a positive. So that was always a really great part of your story too. That I know you already mentioned, but that one right there, I remember you being like, "They're not opening the school. It's your passion. You love kids." But I'll tell you what, this has really turned into such a blessing. And you know, this got me thinking about something. 10 months that she was using the products that she wasn't sharing or anything like that. It's got me thinking about the Engage app, you guys, and here's why. You know, I know that I had mentioned earlier about that wellness event and how, you know, after we, they're going to gift us with those 3 samples. I'm glad that Karen had mentioned when we get those 3 samples, they will expire after 72 hours. Whenever we do events or, you know, we register for events, sometimes they gift us some free samples, but we got to get those out, you know, like right away. So, so just a heads up there. And one other thing I want to mention about the Engage app is I think that we have quite a lot of unused credits that people have and have no idea. And do you realize, like June 22nd of 2020, every new ambassador that joined got 3 free credits. Okay, 3 free credits, even if they're not wanting to even share the business or anything like that. I think that this is the time you get into your back office, and if you need help, you can check with your sponsor to get in there. And if you just have 1 or 2 people, great. If you have more people, you can go into your back office. The columns at the top, you can sort them, click the date, the join date twice, okay, and it'll sort it for you. And if I would take a look at anybody who joined from June 22nd, 2020 on, make a list of your level 1s, however you want to break that out. And I would create like a nice short message to them that's kind of says, hey, listen, I don't know if you caught the email that corporate likely sent you when you first joined, but you realize you have 3 free credits that you could share with, you know, a family or a friend or whoever, you know, and they can become accidental like silvers, and it could start to help them, you know, share the business, even if it's just with 3 people. Anybody who goes silver, they generally will stay at least a year. So this is something that just started rolling around in my head, and I'm thinking, man, you guys, I think we have, you know, maybe we let it get away from us a little bit. I know I did. So I'm really going to be taking a look at reports this week and really taking a look at that. So just something to think about, you guys. And with that, I will go ahead and end tonight with a prayer. Okay. All right. Dear God, Please bless everyone on this call tonight. I know that it is no mistake that you brought us to this faith-based company. In a world where there can be so many distractions that can cause us to lose sight of you, I firmly believe that you have brought this community together to not only bless our health and finances, but to also be an instrument to bless so many others. There are so many that feel hopeless, and I truly believe that this gift of wellness can truly be life-changing for those not only physically, but spiritually as well. As we continue through this week, please help us feel your true presence and loving arms around us, guiding us to who needs this freedom, whether it be health, finances, or both, and know that we are forever thankful that you have given us this gift to share. Amen. All right, guys, thanks so much for popping on tonight. God bless.